Hello everybody, welcome back. There were some crazy technical difficulties. Man, playing games over the internet is super complicated.
We ran into desynchronization issues, which we tried to fix and then didn't fix, and we ended up having to restart the game. So unfortunately, we're back to 5 lives.
Oh, there'll still be death counters and other crazy counters. The competition lives on. It does.
You're going to create a 1-up counter, right? How many 1-ups we get? It'll go past 99 too?
But then I'm going to have to watch every single 1-up for coins, and then account for everything. And I'm going to have like notes hanging from everywhere. We'll see what I'll do about that. I'll see what I can conjure up. But in the meantime, we are back to this point again. Do you want to take on Vanilla Secret 1 as you are going to, or do you want me to do it? You want to do it.
Yes, I do.
So I will enter a level, and I will start select out of it. And it is all yours.
All right, fantastic. Here we go. But yeah, as I was trying to say about this vertical level earlier, is it's actually pretty much, at least in my personal opinion, this is actually a pretty boring level. It's big, it's vertical, it's got Koopa Troopas, and not too much else of interest. I suppose it has platforming and stuff like that. It's a level you can't break if you have a cape.
It'd be funny. There's no P cape in this game that lets you fly forever. Like there was the P-Wing in Mario 3.
Oh my gosh, how would you even conceptualize in game design what a P cape would entail? Oh man, P-Wing just lets you fly forever. P cape? How?
Well, the funny part about the cape is as long as it's not a vertical level, you can already fly forever.
Exactly. So what part of this does this make you even fly even more? I mean, future Mario games have remedied the issue by making the flying limited in some way, shape, or form, like by a raccoon suit or some other means.
Well,
and
heck, for all but one of the new Super Mario Brothers games, their remedy was to just completely get rid of flying. Which I have to say I don't approve of. I think Mario games should have a flying power-up, not just some propeller hat or squirrel thing. That's my view on that.
Give me flying or give me death.
Because flying doesn't have to mean cheating over the whole level. I mean, heck, Mario 3, the raccoon suit's perfect, and I was really happy when that came back in New Mario 2, but I don't know why they don't just keep bringing it back. Leaf is awesome.
Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get all the dragon coins in this level. Like so.
Okay. Yeah, darn, now that I have to do this crazy separate counter thing, we're going to have no idea who's in the lead.
Well, that's going to make it even better and mysterious for everyone except the viewer who has the all-seeing eye and can see all.
Ooh.
Ooh. They know stuff we don't know, Andrew.
Although the assumption would be whoever has the most lives at the end of this will likely still be in first. Or whoever hits 99 first. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see afterwards.
99's now meaningless.
That's true. Okay, here. So, like we did before the crazy breakaging happened, I am going to play one of the most crazy one-up filled levels in the game.
Oh, my strategy! This is the best level in the game for one-ups.
Although, darn, I'm back to small Mario now, so if I die, it's like shenanigans, because I should technically be Fire and Cape Mario here. Alright, let's see. I just want to get this cape, and then let the chaos unfold! Actually, it's better if you do it without Yoshi. 2, 3...
Yoshi goes pound, pound, pound. You should do it with Yoshi, actually.
Well, this way, actually, you can hit them even after they've already fallen, like that.
You're being... Oh, okay, yeah, the cape's very generous, even if you're being ballsy about it.
Well, this contest is over. Just kidding. I won't do this all day, just for another 20 minutes. Actually, I should point out right now that it is 1:58. That will be important for resyncing the time with the video, considering who knows how long we were off dealing with technical difficulties. Also, I'm sorry I'm breaking our challenge here. I'll stop. There we go. I think it was during the technical difficulties that I mentioned that there are some items that even when they go off screen, they will not despawn, such as P-switches, keys, and springboards. And the same applies to Yoshi too. He's not going anywhere, regardless of how far off screen you go. Anyway, I'll stop being cheap. Because that's actually not the only place in this level to completely win on 1-ups, but you were going
Exactly. People who are avid fans of me may remember Evil Pop-Tart, and I can pinpoint it's a Yoshi's Island video. He goes, do you remember that one level in Super Mario World where you get the silver P-switch and go back to all the Koopas and go, "Mwahaha! 99 coins are all mine." Well, that's that silver P-switch, and you're supposed to run back and get all the Koopa Troopas beforehand. This isn't a contest anymore unless I enter the level and do what you're doing.
Hey, maybe you'll end up in one of those levels where you can get infinite 1-ups that I was talking about. If you do, I'll be generous and point it out, but if you don't, I will reap the rewards. So you need to be careful now which levels you play.
Duly noted.
Alright, here is another one of those crazy cannon things. And this leads to a dragon coin. So it's not completely useless like a certain bonus room that a certain Mileslugi entered earlier. That was really silly. Like, why did that even exist? Also, where is that fifth dragon coin? Actually, I think you were supposed to fly at the beginning. I think that's where it was hiding.
Nicely done. Got the 40, and you beat the level before 100 seconds were up.
And before it desynced. No, thank you. Let's hope that's the end of the technical difficulties.
Anyway, I guess I can let Andrew continue on to that path, since he stole it from me. I will continue onwards in the non-secret friend path here. And just because I wanted to show it off, I did mention it last time, and we're going to watch this Cheep Cheep very briefly, because I don't remember this taking that long, actually. Hopefully it doesn't take too long here. But I know he will splash back to the water. Or maybe this... Okay, never mind. This was going to take way too damn long.
And it's not even a purpose for it.
I thought it was quick, and I was wrong. You gotta sit there and be patient. I'm not going to let your YouTube audience go through that.
I would have sped it up. An hour. The clock is on the side too. An hour would just pass by waiting for that Cheep Cheep to go into the water.
It's the Cheep Cheep that can go in the water. It's the Cheep Cheep that could. Inspirational Cheep Cheep. So you got the secret exit in this level, so I will have to go ahead and go on normally without entering in that little crevice with the key in the keyhole.
I'm going to have to... Sorry.
Oh, you're going to have to...
Well, I was going to say, I'm going to have to find a way to shove all these stats on screen, because we're going to have the live stat, the levels completed stat, and the death stat, which, by the way, you haven't died yet, so hurry up with that.
I could spin jump here, but no. There is a midway point up there in the upper path, but the thing you need to know is that charging chucks can break through blocks if they want to. Oh, I did not do that as planned.
There's some levels where it's like, why do they even have a midway point? The thing about Mario World is that a lot of the levels are quite a bit longer than they were in Mario 3, because if you watched my Mario 3 thing, you'll know that some levels were very short. So that's why, of course, midway points were introduced into this game, but sometimes they put them, like, over halfway through the level, so it's like, why is this midway point even here? The levels has hardly any more left, but yeah, that's my thing to point out there.
Those bats just destroyed me. Good gravy.
You went into the bonus area and only got defeated. It wasn't such a good bonus area.
Not really. They didn't even have a dragon coin. That was pretty useless. It was just an icy cave of, oh hey, here's a different path through the level.
There are a lot of cave levels in this game that for some reason have pointless icy cave segments. There's one that even takes you backwards. Although I think that one has a dragon coin. Anyway.
Are you going to reclaim what should be your path, or are you going to continue on this path?
Yes, because you see, what's going on here is this is the biggest split in overworld kind of... in the overworld map in the game, where there are actually two completely different ways to go through World 4. And Mileslugi and I are kind of taking different paths at the moment. I'm kind of wondering what we should do regarding that. It looks like you're having fun down there, so I might just leave you to your thing and do this crazy dolphin level here.
Oh, it's dolphins! Everyone's favorite dolphins! I want you to try to eat a dolphin. See what happens.
Nothing. Although it's interesting because I think in Mario Advance 2, I don't think it was in the original Mario World, but there is a sprite for spitting out a dolphin as if Yoshi could have at one point eaten it, which is kind of interesting.
I pointed that out because in the Japanese version of Super Mario World, for whatever reason, you can eat the dolphins there.
You can? Okay.
Mm-hmm,
That's not something I knew then. Also, this guy's annoying. Why am I even going for this block when I have full power-ups anyway? That's the question. But really, I need to now try that.
Pufferfish is not as threatening as Big Bertha, or Big Boss, or whatever in the world was the big fish that eats
yes,
was.
This one just kind of hurts you. And you can bounce on top of it with Yoshi, as I did. But really, I'm going to have to go and pull out my Japanese Super Mario World cartridge now and play through the entire game up to this level just so I can see that. That's interesting. Also, I'm sure that's probably been used in Kaizo at some point. You have to eat a fish guy.
Dolphin.
Yes.
I haven't seen it yet, no. No, you see, clever ROM hackers decide to put the dolphins in something that isn't water.
And there we go, to Vanilla Fortress, the first fortress of the game, but that takes us back to you in the depths of the Vanilla Dome.
That's right, Luigi does the plumbing while Mario reaps all the benefits. As we've entered into yet another ghost house and these rings of booze, here we go. Ooh, this level is kind of interesting and fun because you have all these like piston platforms.
I also noticed that this level had dragon coins, when the very first ghost house definitely didn't. So that's what I'm seeing here. In Mario Advance 2, every single ghost house and every single castle had dragon coins, but in the original Mario World, for some reason, only some of them did, which is kind of weird.
Fair point, fair point. Here we go. I'm just going to run on top of the level now. I'm going to drop down to victory? Victory?
Nope.
Victory, no. The green big blobs of something. As a kid, I always thought these were older ghosts, like grandpa ghosts. I don't know why. That was my idea of what these things were.
When they get old, they lose their face.
And they just become blobs that float across the screen.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I don't know why, but they make objects in the foreground disappear, but they don't make objects like P-switches disappear. Anyway, you don't want to hit the P-switch quite yet, and here's why. There we go.
Man, these ghost house secrets sure are tricky. There.
27.
Man, 27's a common number lately.
Well, if you just run up right from a ghost house exit right straight to the goal and jump, you seem to get 27, and is it 27 the highest number you can get with a natural jump?
I'm actually not sure. I think you're right. Also, Vanilla Dome 3, is that the cave one or the outside one?
Vanilla Dome 3, Vanilla Dome 4 will be our night platform level.
That's it, I'm breaking this. I want Vanilla Dome 3, that's all mine.
Okay.
Do you know the secrets of Vanilla Dome 3?
Okay, Vanilla Dome 3 has the skull platforms, I remember that. If you're referring to any, like, broken secret, I do know there's, like, some hidden platform in the middle of nowhere, but that's it. Also, you have Blarg! Probably one of my favorite enemies from Super Mario World because, you know, he just goes Blarg. His face is so comedic.
Also, there goes Yoshi. Anyway, the reason I wanted this level is because there are some secrets in this level that very few people know about. Because who plays this level, really? There's no reason to play it. There's no secret. There's no secret exit. There's nothing interesting. Okay,
yeah, go ahead and play this level. I know there's one ledge. You're probably going to show me something I don't know, though. Let's find out.
Let's get by these guys. Yeah, Blarg, very interesting enemy. Blargs were originally going to be in Super Mario 64. Like, they're just very early stages in there. But I guess they were never completed. Also, is this... Yeah, this is a cape. Cape is the best thing to have here. And yeah, the floating skull is definitely interesting. ROM hackers do all sorts of crazy shenanigans that make, like, sometimes only one skull appear. And things like that. Everything still good on your end?
It froze for a bit. Right now, you're before a bunch of piranha plants.
Okay. Making sure we didn't have...
And you were ducking a whole bunch.
Yep. Good.
Okay. But something that I always find funny, if you stand on certain areas of the skull platform, it always seems like the last skull, for whatever reason, vibrates violently. I never understood why either. Like, the one right behind you is just now vibrating violently. Why is it doing that?
Alright, so here's the thing. Everybody knows that you can go down this pipe. And this takes us to another one of those crazy icy areas with a whole bunch of buzzy beetles for some reason. And down here, we have a dragon coin as well as a block, which will give you a cape. So, of course, you could just go through this pipe as many times as you want. So if you're only small Mario, get the mushroom, and then go through it again to get the cape. And that will take us out here. If we fly here to the left, we have...
just a solid platform.
Whoops! Wait, that's not right. Something's not right here. I'm remembering something wrong. And because of that, it's now your turn.
Alright, I won't take this level. I actually won't take this level because you really wanted to show it off.
I'm disappointed now. How did I remember that wrong? We'll see that next time.
Actually, you want to know what? Since we're not that far away from the top secret area, I'm totally taking the top secret area to stock up on some capes.
Darn the flaw that you can go to the top secret area and not lose your turn. That's not fair. You should have to sacrifice your turn for this.
But yeah, the top secret area is not that far away. Later on in the game, though, it just kind of floats further and further and further away. And Star Road helps, because Star Road is a shortcut across the overworld, but still, it's a far, far away.
Really wish we had that speed up button you were talking about.
Fire Emblem Awakening, man. I mean, it just did it right. It just did it right. Here we go. But yeah, here's a fortress level, the vanilla fortress, and it seems to be set in the Donut Plains, by the way. Even the original Super Mario World put every single castle in Donut Plains. I guess you could say it makes the most sense in this game, but still.
Now here, if you go down, there's a path that you have to be small to take, which is kind of interesting. I also noticed that in Vanilla Dome 1, there was that dragon coin that was very difficult to get when you were big. I don't know why they're putting in secrets that you kind of have to be small to take advantage of. It's kind of weird.
If I recall correctly, the pipe just kind of takes you to the middle of the level.
Yes.
Am I right?
So coming up here, you're going to be going into a pipe that takes you to another room. Going in that pipe that you missed because you weren't small will just take you to an earlier point of that room. So you end up ending up in the same place anyway.
Ah, yeah. Okay, I'm remembering this now. Also, I just ran right into the bonefish. Clever move, Mileslugi. But yeah, I'm going to enter into another room, and in this room, there's level to the left. And that level to the left is where you would come out if you were small and went through that first pipe.
Yes.
So we have thwomps underwater. Look at how fast they fly underwater. Clearly, they do not understand the laws of fluid mechanics. They just don't. Look at how fast those things flow through the water. You don't know how many, like, fluid disruptions and, like, complicated math equations that just make nerds Google and giggle if they saw that. Anyway, where am I going?
You went up, which actually takes you to the left.
So much for a secret. I'll take a power-up out of it, provided I don't lose a power-up to get a power-up. There we go. And I'll just swim back through this way again so I can avoid the physics-breaking thwomps. But have you ever seen, there was even a Mythbusters on it. If you fire a gun underwater, the bullet only makes it a couple of meters.
And then it just kind of breaks apart, right?
If I recall correctly, yes, that is correct. The important thing is, a bullet doesn't, like, travel hundreds of meters underwater. It just goes a couple of meters, because, you know, water is a heavy substance to push around, you know?
Well, if we're kind of going to start arguing things that are impossible in Mario underwater, how about fireballs?
Do you consider the idea of a fireball coming outside of Mario's hand an impossibility, you're saying?
Well, underwater.
Underwater, okay, fair point. Anyway, we have Reznor.
I always used to call them Renzor, and then I read it correctly.
I ended the level with 99 seconds.
You would have got 9 fireworks if this was any other Mario game.
Except the original.
Except the original, which maxes out at 6. Also, here we go with some of that crazy alternate path through World 4 stuff going on.
It's Butter Bridge! It's called Butter Bridge because you kind of have to slip onto it for it to appear in the first place, because that bridge was not there until just now.
And the bottom one is Cheese Bridge, which I kind of forgot in my Mario Advance 4 Let's Play. I'm like, what is the name of the bottom one? Because Butter Bridge, that's easy to remember, but who remembers Cheese Bridge? Seriously.
Well, now I know they come in a pair. I actually never realized that before. One is called Butter Bridge, and the other one is called Cheese Bridge. Both of them are very fatty substances.
So don't eat the bridge, Mario.
They aren't necessarily the greatest bridges for your diet.
Okay, so I think I understand what I did wrong last time. So I looked like a complete fool, which is pretty awesome, because I completely forgot where the secret that I was so proud of showing off was. But I think we actually want to fly here for one of the secrets, or are both of them here? Let's find out. If we go up to the left here, we have another
Okay, this
one.
is the platform that I knew about, because it has a 3-up moon.
Yes.
There's another platform?
No!
Oh, Andrew, you love this level, don't you? You just want to show everyone else that skull platform. Great detail. And there's not like there's any other level that I could do. I could start Star Road. I'm just going to do Butter Bridge 1.